Possessing without possessing. This morning, in the lush green space of the academy, the master was writing calligraphy under the gentle sunlight filtering through the canopy of leaves, creating an incredibly peaceful picture. I walked over to greet him, carrying a question I had been wrestling with for the past few days. Master, I have heard of the concept possessing without possessing, but I still don't clearly understand its true meaning. Why possess without possessing? How can this be applied to our lives? The master pondered, his eyes gazing into the distance as if returning to an old stream of memories. He began to explain in his familiar, warm, deep voice. Have you ever noticed that we often deeply attach ourselves to what we call mine? My husband, my wife, my house. This attachment causes us to suffer the moment someone touches what we possess. But when you realize that everything in this world is impermanent, you will understand that, in truth, we do not truly possess anything at all. That is possessing without possessing. Still not satisfied, I asked further. But Master, if I do not possess them, will I have enough responsibility to care for and protect what belongs to me? The master replied, Do not confuse responsibility with attachment, my child. When you care for something with love and dedication, you are fulfilling your responsibility. But if you are attached to it, you will suffer when that thing leaves you. Possessing without possessing means you care for, love, and utilize things, but you do not consider them a part of yourself or bind yourself tightly to them. For example, if one day you see your son loving and caring for his spouse more than you, will you be happy, or will you feel hurt thinking that your son's love has been stolen? When you overcome that attachment, you will truly understand possessing without possessing. I nodded slightly. The master continued, Human beings are attached not only to material things, but also to pronouns and fame. Name, position, status. These things are often seen as their very selves. But if tomorrow you no longer have your position or title, do you lose your true value? When you realize the nature of emptiness and the void, you will understand that everything you possess is merely a tool, not the essence of a human being. Could you give me a practical example, Master? I asked, trying to connect this to concrete things. The master smiled, mentioning the organization. You know that the organization is growing powerfully, don't you? But I have never considered the organization to be mine. I always tell the community that the organization belongs to all of you, to everyone who walks this path together. When you possess without possessing, you are not limited by legalities or the attachment to ownership. You only need to know that you are creating sustainable value, not to hoard it, but to let it spread and endure. I was left speechless by what the master had just said. I softly asked further, Master, but how can I live with that awareness every single day? The master looked at me, gently advising, Think like the sunlight, giving without any bounds or conditions. Start with the smallest things, like inviting friends and relatives to your home to stay and eat together. If your husband and children pay a lot of attention to someone else, learn to appreciate it instead of being annoyed. And when you create value, do it with a liberated mindset, without letting it control you. He continued, You must understand that when you are no longer attached, you will create immense value. Just like in life, you possess something to use it, but you do not let it control you. This is the very realization of emptiness. We come into this world empty-handed, and we will leave empty-handed. So why not leave behind enduring values, instead of just trying to keep things for ourselves? Take the sunlight, for instance. It brings life and warmth to all species, but no one can truly possess it. That light belongs to everyone, yet it is bound by no one. Possessing without possessing is just like that. You can use and enjoy things, but without attachment, without grasping. The Master's words were like the early morning sunlight, spreading gently yet warmly into the very depths of my soul. I bowed my head, my heart overflowing with gratitude. Master, I understand now. I know that fully grasping this awareness is not yet simple for me at this moment, but over time, seeing so many outstanding individuals in the community devoting themselves wholeheartedly to serving humanity, I believe I will be able to do it, possessing without binding, giving without expecting anything in return. I am grateful to you for enlightening my mind.